This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Why middle age and trampolines don't mix.
Charlie, or should we say, the defendant.
And I knew those pants were too tight.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
So here's a discussion that, well, frankly, I don't think we ever needed to have, but it's being had, so let's do this.
All right.
What do you call the two ends of the loaf of bread?
Well, I know it won't be right, but
Okay.
I think we've always just called them the crusts, because when you get a loaf of bread, the last two pieces, when you put them in the toaster, it's like, oh, you mind if I have the crust? And that's kind of like implied that it's the end, but technically the crust goes all the way around the bread.
Okay.
What do you call it?
Well, the two most popular or obvious, I guess, answers are the heel
yeah.
or the end pieces.
Wow, that's great. That's like calling a caboose the end of the train.
Right?
It's the end of the train car. You mean the caboose? No, the end of the train car.
I was making Leo Nutella and toast as a after hockey snack yesterday, and actually said to Rob, I'm like, what are these pieces called? You know, just because I wanted to see what he said.
Right. What did he say?
He's like, oh, that's the butt of the bread.
The butt of the bread.
But that's not an uncommon answer.
Okay.
So again, the end slice, the butt, the crust, or crust end.
Okay.
So I guess there's no real wrong answer here because they don't actually have an official name.
No, they don't.
But I think I'm more likely to say the ends.
Think so?
You know, yeah.
Yeah. The ends, you would say?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with the crust. Cause,
The crust?
Yeah, I know. And again,
All sound unappealing. Like, that's the problem. That's probably why people don't eat the butt of the bread. Because it doesn't have a very favorable name.
I love the ends of the bread. Like, if they could come out with a whole bag of just ends of bread, the ends of the loaves,
I think you might be onto something.
I would buy. We'll just call it just butts.
Done. I'd buy that.
Loaf.
We drank a lot
Okay.
with neighbors.
Yeah?
both days.
Good.
And we bought a trampoline.
Not while you're drinking. That's not. Don't drink and tramp at the same time.
That's usually how most people get dates. However, what I did learn about trampolining in my 30s
Is
my bladder is not what it used to be. So I haven't legitimately, did some good bouncing on one of those crazy trampolines. I think since
or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, for that, sad but true. This is before my children, and so I was jumping with my son.
Yay! Yay!
And he's like-
Yay! Oh, mommy's water broke.
There was
There was an incident.
I had to excuse myself.
Oh man, that's too funny.
It's a little sad, actually. So I caution parents. Maybe trampoline should come with protection. just for us moms. Okay, moving on.
Did you know that this scandalous skincare secret
Oh my!
will have you glowing?
Do tell.
The more sex you have, the better your skin is. Did you know that?
Yeah. A second. I gotta get something here.
So clearly,
Clearly.
you need to get
Yeah.
you need to get yours.
Sure.
So
Sure.
sex can improve circulation, right? Blood flow circulation, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach the cells more quickly, right?
Mm.
Like, have you ever noticed, after coitus, there is this this glow? Your skin just appears more rosy. You look brighter and pinkish.
I've never really noticed. I don't look at myself in the mirror after sex.
What about the wife? Do you notice that she has a little bit more glow to her? Never mind the hair being a complete disaster, but I'm talking about the
I just always thought it was embarrassment anytime a woman was with me.
That's what it is.
It's embarrassment. Oh, my God.
What did I do?
So you got to get out of here, do you?
I do. I got to book it. Not for a good reason. I have to go to court, and I'm so scared.
You got to go to court.
I do.
Now, this isn't like for jury duty.
No, fortunately, I was actually called to jury duty.
You're not in the juror's box this time.
No, I'm in the bad person box.
The defendant's box.
So here's what happened. I mean, I got nailed doing a speeding infraction. In my defense, it was one of those zones where you go from an 80 to a 50.
Mm-hmm.
I was slowing down. I just didn't slow fast enough.
Uh-huh.
So I got nailed doing a 73. In technically the 50, but it's one of those places where it wasn't like, it's not full residential, it's along Big Bay there.
Okay.
My kids were beating each other in the back of the car, and I was trying to stop them at the same time as drive, and I just wasn't paying attention, but good old Copper was.
Good old Copper.
So, I mean, he was quite nice about it, and he said, look, you can fight this to reduce your points. So then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So it was so long ago, and then I got the note in the mail, and so I got a court date now, like soon. I got to go.
So that's why you've got to leave.
But I'm so scared. Like, I'm afraid they're going to yell at me.
No.
Like, I think they're going to be like, well, here you are with your giant SUV and your 2 kids in the back, and you should know better.
Come on. How serious can it be going to court? I mean, Incidentally, there's a new form up on 1075koolfm.com taking applications for a new morning co-host. I'm just covering my bases, man.
Just in case.
Just in case you get sent down.
Well, like, what if I say something wrong and, like...
You?
Like, I could get arrested or something?
Pish posh. Oh, you would never say anything wrong. I can't imagine you being anything but totally respectful and contrite and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm wearing my court dress today.
Are you really?
Yes. It's,
Got your lucky knickers on?
Well...
Aren't those the ones that you said were riding up?
Yep.
Going to tell the lawyers about your briefs?
Which is...
Wow.
kind of how I felt yesterday at court. So I had to go to court, fight me a speeding ticket. Totally guilty.
Yeah.
Just didn't want the points.
No.
Such is life.
Yep.
So I was there a good 2.5 hours, and I'd never been to court before.
Yeah.
So
Charlie was texting me well after I was trying to go to sleep for my nap. And it's funny when she was texting me, and the texts were getting gradually angrier.
But at the same time, like, I didn't know what really was normal. For example, are prosecutors always that hot?
Excuse me?
So I got this prosecutor lady, and she was just smoking hot.
Really?
With the sexy lawyer glasses and like the calves. Don't get me started on the calves on that lady.
No way.
And she had on like a really professional but really appealing, lawyer outfit.
Oh yeah, the total business look, the whole glasses.
One of those.
Was her hair up?
No, she actually had sort of like shoulder length kind of bobby hair, and then she's kind of like stroking it back and stuff.
Oh.
I know, right?
Oh.
So then there's these 2 lawyers to the side, I guess, that are representing a bunch of people. They didn't look so hot.
No?
In fact, one fell asleep.
Why is it always the defense lawyers that seem to be the frumpy dumpy guys?
I don't know. It was just
shirt half untucked, ties never done upright.
yeah, like a weird old man brown suit on one of them.
The old man brown suit.
Jeez.
And the prosecutors always look so sharp, crisp, hot. What's going on with that?
And I felt bad for this judge. Lovely, lovely lady. She was going back and forth between 2 courtrooms. So I guess they were down a judge that day, or I don't know, budget cuts at the courthouse. I don't know how it goes.
Find me a line of work now where you don't have to do like 2 jobs.
I know, right? So it ended up being a really long time. The officer did show up. And I was trying not to make eye contact.
Officer friendly.
Officer friendly. I mean, he was very polite and, he was completely fine and professional. But I was thinking like, oh, God, when I get up there and they kind of, I do a plea deal, like, is he going to be like, I object. She was speeding.
Yeah.
Her kids were in the back distracting her.
Yep.
3 points for you. It worked out. Just in case you were wondering.
It worked out okay for you?
It did. So I got a reduced fine. I pled guilty.
Didn't take a selfie with the hot lawyer, though, huh?
You know what's
the
funny?
Hot prosecutor?
All my energy into not asking to take a picture.
Can I get a selfie with you?
With the lawyer.
I got a show deal.
And the cop. So I'm watching Dr. Pimple Popper the other day. And a commercial comes on
for adoreme.com. So this is the lingerie company, and their commercial is really kind of funky and a very different kind of bra commercial where basically it's just saying, for Valentine's Day, you do you. Wear the lingerie you want for whoever you want or just for yourself.
Your comfy flannel pajamas.
You know, but again, like their stuff is kind of unique and it's kind of funky. So I'm like, okay. So I go to adoreme.com.
You know what? Charlie is just like Pavlov's dog. You ring any sales bell, and she's just salivating. She's salivating. She is fondling her credit card and phone faster than you can say, buy me.
Look.
Go ahead.
I go to the website. I'm all excited. I'm like, ooh, I'm picking outfits, and like they're on sale for $24, which is a steal for bra and knickers.
True, yeah.
Sold out. Oh. So I tried different sizes. All sold out.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, what? So then, of course, like there's so many selections. So then I'm trying like sort of weird looking ones thinking, okay, well, let's try this. Sold out. So everything is sold out. So nobody's going to adore me because I can't buy your stuff.
So instead, she was so pissed off, she ended up going to the keepawayfromme.com. It's kind of a different lingerie site. Full-on onesies with no trap doors.
So yesterday, super hot, and my kid had track and field after school, and then now he's off for the long weekend. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go get him and the girl I pick up a slushie.
Okay.
Because just why not?
Slushy.
So yeah. I kind of like, I looked at one and one looked like a watermelon flavor. I'm like, ooh, and then I'm going to try it to make sure it's not gross.
Okay.
And it was really good. So now I have 3 slushies. So I buy them. I have no hands to open the car door. So what is one to do? Well, I tried to stack all 3 and then like hand and chin it, right? And then I managed to open the door, but then the door swung shut. So then I decide
tank.
So then I decide, okay, screw this. I'm going to have to put them down on the ground.
Uh-huh.
So as I bend down, I split open my pants.
Are you kidding me?
From literally my C-section scar all the way down and under and back up to like Keswick. I don't even know. Just. And of course, I'm in Innisfil. So thankfully, and apparently this is common because nobody actually like noticed.
Common in Innisfil.
I don't know. Nobody really noticed. And so okay, I get in the car. So I'm sitting in the car waiting to pick up the kids, and I see some friends picking up their kids, and they're like, "Hey, come on over!" And they're like trying to call me over to talk to them, and I'm literally yelling across the parking lot, I'm like, "I can't split my pants open, like you can see everything." And
how everything has changed in the time I've known
and
you.
The principal's looking at me. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? Happy long weekend."
Used to be you yelling at the kids, "Pull your pants up," and now the kids are looking back at mom, going, "Mom, you ripped your pants." It's like it's role reversal.
I know. My kid was horrified, by the way, because I'm yelling that I split my pants open. So that was yesterday. There's a new study that finds that women who do this for 1 extra hour a day are more likely to have more canoodling.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something else. I was going to say, is it avoid their husbands?
This could help you guys. Countless studies and experts have told us that we need between like 7 and 9 hours of sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while this may seem like a dream for most people, it may be worth trying to get a little more shut-eye, because there was a study published that said women who just get an extra hour a day are more likely to want to engage, in that compared to those who don't. So I suggest maybe picking up some NyQuil on your way home, Dale.
I was going to say, I already crack open a thing of Sleepies and sprinkle it on top of her ice cream when she's not looking.
Right? Is it working for you?
No.
Maybe some melatonin.
Is nighttime just that? Nighttime? Well, we may have a solution that will put the good back in good night.
From the makers of NyQuil comes NymphoQuil. Because research shows that a little extra quality sleepy time in the fetal position can lead to a lot of extra sexy time in the mid position. NymphoQuil. The nighttime, long day, kids screaming, bills to pay, got a headache, just take this so we can have some medicine.
Hey, thanks for spending 15 minutes with us. You know, sometimes that's all it takes.
Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Tell us what you think by leaving a review. Live, if you have to.
And feel free to share it so your friends can have a laugh too.
Until next time.